Man, I'm looking at the future of DXL and it's just so bright. I can't look clearly. It's hurting my eyes. Stay tuned for DX News. How are you guys? Welcome back to DX News, the place that you know you can rely on to at least have an entertaining 10 minutes of time. Okay, guys, so we're going to start off with a little bit of polarizing news. Like, we know that the reason we get into crypto is that you can have a little more liberty of what you do with your hard-earned money, right? And that's truly a big part of it. You have a lot less regulations and a lot less hoops to jump through. And you should be able to do whatever you want with your hard-earned money, like buying pillows of your favorite waifu. Sometimes that freedom can be used for nefarious purposes, like drug trafficking, gun trafficking, and violence towards others. And that's when the law comes in and, applies the proper sanctions. But should these authorities or should these freedoms be also intervene when it comes to decentralized applications on the blockchain? Should centralized entities intervene in crypto transactions? So today we're going to talk about $21,000 that were frozen from an account belonging to a Russian gun manufacturer. A man by the name of Vladislav Lobaev recently had his account frozen for the reason of being Russian. Well, other than that, the dude does have a gun manufacturing company and he does sell guns and ammunition to the Russian government. According to Coindesk, he is a big supporter of the Russian invasion and he's constantly shilling his own company. Like, people nowadays go into the internet, into crypto to shill shitcoins. He shills himself. He shills his company, his guns, his weapons because he wants the Russian military to buy more from him. So it turns out that the Ukrainian government asked Binance to step in and to sanction him because he was using the platform to cash out on money that was going to be donated towards pro-Russian war stuff. So here's what Binance had to say about it. Any government or law enforcement agency in the world can make lawful requests regarding users in their jurisdiction, provided these are accompanied by the proper legal authority, a spokesperson for Binance said. However, Binance also protects its users and reserves the right to reject law enforcement requests that don't stand up to the legal scrutiny, where no legal purpose is served or there are flaws in the investigative approach. We apply the same level of scrutiny to requests as any leading bank, financial institution, or multinational company would. So Lobayev has been a huge supporter of the Russian invasion, as far as some people claim it that he has also participated in the war himself. Now that's a good shiller there. Coindesk also goes on to mention that he constantly trash talks NATO, Ukraine, Europe, and I don't know why he included this last part, but also the LGBTQ community. Now, what do you think about this situation? Is this good? Is it bad? Should it be applied? Is there a right for a centralized institution to ban the account of someone because they're doing activities they don't think are appropriate? Is this invasion legal? Who is to say? What would happen if decentralized exchanges began to apply these sort of things? Because these decentralized exchanges aren't always all that decentralized. Is that a possibility you think happening in the near future? What would happen if there were to be a request to MetaMask, to Token Pocket, to any of your favorite wallets that certain accounts needed to be blocked? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your grimmest thoughts in the comments below. And here's an NFT news that doesn't involve somebody getting suckered out of a monkey ape. Ticketmaster recently chose Dapper Labs to conduct their NFT platform. So NFTs, as basically anything else in crypto, is a very polarizing theme. Some people think that there is countless applications for them, and I think that's the case as well. While others think that they're just JPEGs and waste of money. Some people think that, Bored Ape Yacht Club is the most fascinating thing in the world, and others might tell you the exact opposite. These are personal opinions, and you're welcome to yours. Let us know what you think in the comments below as well. So regardless of the possibilities, Ticketmaster has recently partnered up with Dapper Labs, and the idea is that NFTs are the future of ticketing. Kind of like a more digital, modern way of proving you were somewhere. You can flex your muscles and show that you were at the Super Bowl, for example, without having to carry a picture of the ticket. You can carry an NFT of the ticket. What's the difference? I don't know. So there was a pilot program to test and to see whether this would take off or not, and it was an amazing success. 5 million Flow NFTs were minted. Because this was so successful, Ticketmaster is going to include a wallet feature where you can see NFTs and see other people's NFTs and maybe even trade them. Now, Dapper, the other company in this partnership, has had massive success in the NFT game already. They were the ones behind NBA Top Shot, and that reached over $1 billion in trade. So this is what Mayer, the senior vice president, had to say when asked if all ticketing should go to NFTs. I think one could make an argument that that's where the world is going. But I'd like to see how some of these partnerships and activations materialize, and that I think will drive the direction of ticketing on the blockchain. That's another way of saying, I don't know. Some people say that what goes around comes around. Others say that karma's a bitch. Others say that when something sounds too good to be true, it might just be. So here's an example of all three of them. Crypto.com is suing one lady for $10 million. You heard it right. Two sisters were accidentally deposited $10 million while making a withdrawal from Crypto.com. Accidentally, someone added a couple of zeros on that transfer and they received that amazing mistake. Yeah. So these two girls got super excited. They went on a shopping spree that included a house. Yeah, very modest $1.3 million 5-bedroom home to celebrate, right? I mean, who wouldn't? Would you? What would you do if you found a little box full of money on the side of the road? Would you kick it open and just leave it there, or would you pick it up and run away? What would happen if you accidentally got deposited a Bored Ape NFT? Will you turn it back? So this happened in May 2021, but it wasn't until December that the mistake was found. And that just goes to show you how well Crypto.com takes care of their money and yours. That's kind of the way that Celsius and Voyager situations happen over and over again. Imagine not knowing for 8 months that you were $10.5 million short. That either speaks amazing things of how much money you have, or horrible things on how you manage other people's money. Anyway, Crypto.com decided they wanted their money back, and they sued the sisters. And they sued them and they're asking for that house to be sold so they can get all of their money back. It is unclear at this point whether the other $8 million are still there. How much did they spend? Where did they go shopping? Are they farming everything? What are they doing? Are they trading shitcoins for a living? Why did they stay in the same place? That was a perfect opportunity. Send that money to the Cayman Islands and move out. They'll never find you. Your own fault for not doing it earlier. And folks, that's what takes me back to my example at the beginning. If you kick a box on the side of the road and it's full of dollars, run, grab it, move away, move, keep it, but don't stay in the same place. Move out, change your name. Let us know what's the best thing you can come up with in the comments below. What will you do if you found a box full of money on the side of the road? How would you prevent yourself from being caught? I mean, how soon would you return it? So here's a poll for you. Have you ever wondered NFTs of stolen passports? No? Well, they might be useful if you're Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
So recently, a hacktivist group called the Belarusian Cyber Partisans managed to gain access to some top officials' passports. And what did they do with that? Well, on August 30, they actually started selling NFTs of these passports out on OpenSea. And that goes all the way from some government officials to all the way to Lukashenko, the country's president. Other passports minted include the head of the Belarusian KGB, Lukashenko's press secretary, and the country's prime minister. The hacktivist group is selling the NFTs between 0.2 and 6.5 ETH a piece. They also state that all proceeds will go towards their work. What is their work, you might say? Well, they say it's hitting bloody regimes in Minsk and Moscow. Now, OpenSea did take down the collection shortly after it was published. Where can they find a decentralized application where they can bring those NFTs and give them utility? I wonder. Well guys, thank you for joining us. But before we go, we got to tell you about the newest upgrade. 4.0 is coming out very soon actually. It's been in the works for over a year. It has some new features that we haven't seen before in this launchpad space, so stay tuned. We got NFT Brawlers coming out. Remember, it's a pretty cool game that's been in development by Raphael and a secret team. Now the big thing behind this is that you can grab any NFTs from past and the future in the blockchain, and you can bring it into the game. You can upgrade it within the game and give it utility. And when we say from the future, we mean it, because you can travel into the future and bring back NFTs. Thank you for joining us, guys. If you had fun, please like, subscribe, and share the video. And as always, remember to please do your own research.